What's good, everybody? Hey, man. What's up?
Yeah, my goddamn bro B once again.
Once again, we're back at it with another one. Back at it with another video. How you guys doing today? You know, we gotta start off by, knowing how you guys are doing today. You guys good? Comment it down below, man. How you doing, me, bro?
It's a gloomy, cold day, bro. And I feel like it look outside, bro.
You feel like you look outside?
Yeah.
It is gloomy, man. We're in this season, bro. It's windy outside, cold as hell.
My mood switches like the weather, bro. So
you just want to see home and just
bro.
Stay in bed and watch some Netflix.
But I got up and came up here, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
man.
I'm here.
Grind never stops.
I always say I get up every day.
Yeah.
I don't gotta be here, but I get up and push myself to be here every day, Monday through Friday.
That's what you gotta do, man. It's all about pushing yourself. Talking about pushing yourself, man, and
that's a good segue to go into the topic,
right? Talking about pushing yourself. Today's topic, what we're talking about, man, the two P's, man, the two P's, and that is productivity and procrastination.
And that's the shit that rules the nation.
Man, productivity and procrastination, those are two big topics, man.
Yeah.
So for one thing that I know for sure, man, we're all humans, and I know for sure everybody goes through that, everybody experiences that.
Yeah.
Procrastination, that's a big ass thing, man. Whoever you are out there, man, an artist, whatever you do, man, there's some type of procrastination that hits you somewhere or another, And man, so that's what we're talking about today, productivity and procrastination, man. What do you think about productivity, bro?
Well, I think about productivity.
Yeah. What's productivity at first? For the people who don't know what that is.
Productivity is basically just being able to produce, you know.
Yeah.
So it's basically, just putting the effort forward to, accumulate or to put something in place to work for you, you know what I'm saying? So that's like whether you're doing a t-shirt, that could be your product, which you got to put into production.
Yeah.
Whether you're working at Pizza Hut making pizza, you got to put the toppings on the pizza. That's production. That's you got to produce. It's prepping, basically.
Yeah.
So production is prepping. That's the necessary steps to get you to being able to produce something so that it can go on to be successful for you later on.
That's productivity. Man. So, procrastination. Procrastination, I'm sure everybody knows what procrastination is. Procrastination, man, is just when you're not able to, produce. You're just lazy. You feel lazy, you feel unmotivated. You feel like, you don't got no type of motivation to do anything. You just want to lay down and do nothing, basically. That's procrastination. Procrastination.
Like what I'm feeling today.
Man.
Feeling like being on some procrastination shit.
Right. The weather, man.
Like I just, I'm here, but I'm not here fully, you know what I mean? So this topic here is something that we came up with out the whim. Something B brought up. It's actually a topic I hate. I'm going to be real with y'all. Because, we all, like B said, we all kind of got it in us. We can find ourselves falling into procrastinating, to whether it's getting lost in your phone, on Instagram, social media, YouTube. We always find something, or getting distracted by family, friends, sometimes people might want to come over, go to the club, but nobody want to get together and do anything productive. We can always come together for the bullshit, but we can never come together for the productivity of the village, of the people at hand, of everybody involved, right?
Yeah.
So, when it comes down to this topic, the reason why I said what I said, it's more like, this is what we see firsthand each and every day. And the main thing is we gotta learn focus. We gotta learn how to basically hop the hurdles, disregard certain things that don't serve us no purpose. And that's a big thing to do. Like, it takes people to become damn near Buddhist monks and nuns to learn focus and, surrender to the worldly possessions and worldly things that we normally fall to the wayside and be distracted by. So,
that was the next question. How to be productive, man. How to be productive. there's many ways to be productive, but we all know for you to be productive, you need some type of energy. You need to be, you know, in your groove, and how to have that, man. First thing that came to my mind, but what brings people energy? The types of food you eat. The types of food you eat is really important, man. Anything you put in your body gotta process that shit. You eat a bunch of pizzas from lunch and dinner, you're gonna wake up feeling shitty. That's one thing.
The heavier the food, the heavier you're gonna feel.
So yeah, one thing that comes with that, how to be productive, you gotta watch your energy, man, and you gotta do things that uplift your energy. And in that way, you're gonna be able to, you know, have energy to do things that you wanna do.
Some of us might got a fast metabolism to where we can consume things fast, right? Yes, but you got to also be willing to work it out fast too. So if you have a big hearty breakfast, a big hearty meal, then also you got to put in a big hearty workout. Yeah. So that's even for me, and that's me speaking for myself and to myself as well. As I, you know, get ready to get back into the gym, you know. My physique shows the stature and nature, but I know when I need to tune my body back up. And that in tuning your body back up is something that helps your mental get right, that also helps you learn to focus. Because once you start, you know, depleting certain things and sweating toxins out of your system and body, it lets your mind be able to get the fresh oxygen, blood levels flowing correctly, so you can think positive, you know. So it has a lot to do with your blood levels. It has a lot to do with the toxins inside of you. Because if you don't sweat, these things are just sitting inside of you. If you don't stretch, your blood, that's how you get blood clots. You're not working out. You got to move your fingers, whether it's pressing the little we got some clamp things, the weight clamps, or lifting weights, getting on a treadmill, climbing stairs, you know. All these things can help. The bikes, the bicycles, riding them at the gym, loosening your legs up, your arms, legs, stretching. Everything needs to be released, especially your blood system.
Yes, sir. And I agree with that, man. And you know, we all have these, you know, periods where we're productive, and then, you know, periods where we get, you know, we start procrastinating. Procrastination, man, that's a little devil, man. It sneaks up on you. You never know. It just sneaks up on you slowly, man. You can never tell when it's sneaking up on you. So for you to be productive, man, you gotta keep your energies flowing. Since you gotta find things that give you energy, right? Whether that's working out, whether that's meditating, and we're gonna get into meditation too. That's a big topic. We're gonna talk about it. But whether that's meditating, and you gotta find things that just uplift your energy, and to keep that flowing, you gotta have a routine. You gotta give those things time. You gotta set time aside to do those things that give you energy. So let's say going to the gym. You know you gotta go to the gym if you wanna be healthy. You wanna be, you know, active and, you know, running. And for you to stay in that flow, you gotta make it a routine. Set time aside for going to the gym. Whether that's 1 hour or 2 hours. Be like every day, not every day necessarily, but like certain days that you can go to the gym, 6 to 7. That's AM or PM. You know that's time set aside for your gym, and nothing is gonna interfere with that. And you know that's something. Have a routine for things that you know are gonna uplift your energy, and that's gonna prevent, you know, the procrastination from creeping in, I'd say. What you think about that?
I would definitely. That's one of the ways, you know, to keep your procrastinating levels down. Also, the places and the people you hang around and go.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in the, you know, and that's no disrespect on. It's not always about the hood neither, because the suburbs, it don't matter. Every place got it. Yeah. It's about the people and the mentality that they have. Certain ways people was raised, you know, it probably don't, you know, coincide with the way you were raised. So it might be something that kind of derails you off track at times, because you're trying to be a good person and help other people, but sometimes in the midst of doing certain things, you can also be losing your purpose, forgetting about your mission, you know, because you're so busy running behind others, chasing after friends, family members, and then now your psyche is, you know, derailed by what you need to be doing for yourself. So that's another way mental health and things break down to where we procrastinate, because a lot of this overall has to deal with mental health. And mental health has a lot to do with oxygen levels, blood levels and streams, keeping these things intact, because when your bloodstream is flowing correctly, your brain can think better, because the oxygen is getting through to your brain for your blood to flow right, for you to think right, so you can be productive. But if your mind is stagnant due to the fact you're just sitting around consuming, these big meals, not working out, then it's going to be that way for you, basically, you know what I mean? So a lot of that falls hand in hand. It's like your catch-22. It might be about the foods, it's about the working out, it's also about the places and the people you choose to hang with. You want better, you do better. Like they said, if you know better, you do better. So that's a big play in everything. A lot of progression comes from the things you put in your system, whether people, foods, anything that's unhealthy for you is going to give you negative results. Anything that's positive for you is going to give you positive results. Point blank, period.
You reap what you sow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just talked about how to be productive, man.
Yeah.
So what if somebody's in a case where they're procrastinating? They're already in there, they're procrastinating, and they're trying to get out of it, set the gas and become productive. What would you say? Well, I know you go through this too, man. This period where you procrastinate, right? What do you do to get out of it? What do you do to wake up from that?
I haven't mastered that yet.
No.
I can say that, honestly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But per se, I'll say it takes time, because for me, I know I have a short fuse, a temperament, right? I have to gather myself together, and it takes a lot for me, because I burn so much energy in getting upset to where I done burn so much energy. It's like, for me, it's like the day over with, it's ruined. You see what I'm saying? But I'm learning a little bit better how to pick up the pieces of the puzzle and put it back together. So it's something I'm definitely working towards. So I'm not gonna act like I'm a master at it and I have a PhD in it. But per se, I will say that the main thing you can always do, first and foremost, I learned to breathe and calm down, reset myself, and be like, woosah. As I gather myself and breathe, and then I be like, then it's like I put everything in front of me, and do like, calm down. Now do everything one by one. Move this, okay, there you go. Now move that. So it's kind of like learning patience and breathing and taking time to make sure you get it done, So, and when you get disarrayed or something like bro said, you just gotta breathe first and foremost, because that once you breathe, it helps you think straight. Also, to my people, a healthy thing I used to do that I didn't realize I did till I got older, I would lay on my grandmother's bed and put my legs up on the wall when I was younger, and I used to always do it, not realizing that that's a perfect health benefit also, because it helps the blood on your feet and leg levels. Yeah, because it's just sitting blood down here. If you're not working out and cycling or jogging every day to get your blood flowing, then we have blood that's just sitting that needs to be, it's kind of like refiltering your system out every day. So certain little exercises, if you can't get out into nature every day, breathing exercises, working your hands out, your joints out, stretching, and some of these things you can do right from your chair, right from your bed if you're older to younger. But these things are definitely something that I've learned kind of helps me calm down enough to where I can start, putting things into place, instead of being distraught all day and not being productive, procrastinating. So yeah.
And I like that. Like he was saying, so we're saying about breathing. That's a big one too, and that's where I feel like meditation comes in. Meditation is simply just a practice. What do you do in meditation? You simply breathe. You sit still and breathe. That's meditation. Sit still and breathe, and focus on your breath. And since when you're focusing on your breath, breathing is present. It's always there, right? So when you're meditating and you're sitting still and you're focusing on your breath, that trains your mind to focus on what's present. You'll find sometimes when you're meditating, this is something I'm talking about this because it's something that I try to make a routine of, and it's something that I'm trying to master too. When you're breathing and you focus your breath, or you focus your mind on your breath, you train your mind to focus on what's present. And sometimes when you meditate, your brain tends to run off and you start thinking about, thoughts start running across your mind, and you tend to like grasp on those thoughts and try to follow up on them. But then you gotta remind yourself you're meditating and bring your focus back on your breath, which is the present. So and when that helps you when you're procrastinating, let's say, and you need to get something done. It brings your mind back to what's important, back to something that you need to focus on. So when you procrastinating, get up. What you need to do, you need to wash the dishes, just get up and let's say go turn on the tap, the water. That's you just gotta get up and move. That's how you fight procrastination. You just can't sit still. I know you sit, but I've had days where I've sat on the couch all day, like not moving. Yeah. You simply just gotta move, man. Yeah. Just gotta move, breathe, like you say. That calms you down. That focuses you more, and yeah.
Once you put it in order.
Put everything in order, man. Just you getting momentum, man.
You gotta. It's a regimen overall.
Yeah.
It's just like the meditation. The meditation is a regimen that helps you learn focus.
Yeah.
That focus helps you learn to grasp your ideas.
Yeah.
Grasping them ideas teach you how to brainstorm and put things into a formula in order to be able to be productive.
Exactly.
And that is the main key component to success and productivity. Because in order to make money, you got to be able to produce. And all these things fall hand in hand. They go hand in hand, as they would say. So once you learn how to do these things, like I say, from the breathing to grasping your thoughts, it allows you the opportunity to start controlling your narrative. And once you start controlling your narrative, your destination, you become the beholder of your own destination. So where you end up, that's on you. And that all has to do with what you're producing and what you're giving out. So if you ain't putting shit into the world, like Mike Jones used to say, if you don't grind, you don't shine. You know what I mean? So how can you expect to get something off the ground if you're not even running with the wind trying to fly the kite? You got to pick up that string, run with that kite, and hey, hope that the wind pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And don't let failure or no answer be the end all be all for you. It's going to be, you might get turned down 20, 30, 100 times. A lot of millionaires and billionaires of today got turned down many times, told that the ideas was dumb, all kind of things. Don't let that beat you down mentally to where you just quit. Because then once you quit, you just talk yourself out of your championship. And then it's hard to come back from that. Now you need therapy. Now you need people to, no. You have to be your own narrator. So that's why it starts with the mental. And the mental starts with aligning the chakras, the bloodstream, the oxygen, the breathing. All these things go hand in hand. And that's what helps one, find themselves, ground themselves, and complete themselves in due time, eternal due time. Straight up.
So we're talking about that. Quit, man. Don't quit. Don't stop. Just don't stop. Because I have this analogy, man. When you're doing something and you stop, it takes a lot more energy for you to get back into it. Let's say you're being productive and you started procrastinating for a whole week. It takes so much energy for you to start, being productive, or to just get up and keep running, right? So it's just like a car, bro. It takes some gas for you to start a car, right? But once you're like doing 70, 80 miles per hour, you can take your foot off the gas and the car's gonna keep moving, right? And just don't stop. That's simply what I'm trying to say, man. Because it's gonna take a lot of your energy for you to, get back to the position that you were started at before. So
once you pick up that momentum,
you
gotta keep running with it.
Keep running.
Like if I would have stopped, because you know how many people tried to talk me out of the things I'm doing. Like, I remember family and all, even the person who raised me, my grandmother, I'm not saying per se she was against me doing rap music, but she wasn't a fan of rap music. She wasn't a fan of, because she was a Christian woman, as they would say.
Yeah.
But I never stopped believing in myself. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it bruised my ego. And as a man, I can admit that in many ways, but I never stopped. I did a lot of shows. I was on the underground circuit of Dallas for a long time. You know, I got a lot of notoriety, and I'm the guy I am today because I never stopped believing in me, even though I didn't have the support. I never really, truly, honestly ever had support. I'm going to be real. You know, a lot of people ride your wave because they see others fucking with you. But overall, it's never been just a genuine support. Like, oh, I see my bro or my partner doing this. I'm going to help him push what he's doing, his movement. How can I help? I've always been one to jump in and try to help any and everybody around me, manage their careers or brand, whatever it was you try to get out the ground. If I'm around you, how can I assist you? But for me, I've never had that favor in return. Why? I don't know, but overall, I'm not fucked up, don't get me wrong, but I just wish it was more like things put into place for people like us who are artists, a support system like that, because those are the things we need in order to keep pushing through, for the momentum to keep going. But it's hard being somebody who has to believe in themselves, so I get it. It's a tough fight. You gotta have faith, you gotta walk with faith, you gotta talk to the higher powers, the ancestors, and ask them to guide you, protect you. It's gonna be a dark, lonely journey. Honestly, I'm gonna be real.
That's true.
It's going to be that way, because for anybody who follows the beat of their own drum, a lot of people they're gonna move away from them because they see you as, oh, you're a tyrant, you're a rebellious, you're an outcast, you're not over here with us doing what we feel that is fit or what they say is fit. So it comes with the territory of being great, and that's why the people who become the greats, they do it unapologetically once they make it there, because when they look back at it, they knew what it took to get there. They remember them days they cried. They remember them days they only ate ramen noodles. They remember when nobody supported them. They remember when they went broke behind their ideals. So when people finally see them and they think that they're this nuisance or these mean people, they're not. They just have been beaten down and they have a bruised ego to where they don't know what that is anymore, because you weren't with me shooting in the gym, shooting these jump shots like Drake said. So that's something that's big for people like us, because we more become isolated. And that's where we find meditation, that is in isolation. So in the midst of all this, it's a spiritual journey as well.
It's a spiritual journey.
It's awakening. It's an awakening. So it's a dope mission. But it's not for the faint at heart, and it's not for the weak. I'm gonna say that right up. It's for warriors, and you better believe it ain't about the size of the dog. It ain't about the size of the dog, but it's about the size of the fight in the dog. You know what I mean? So as long as you're down the rumble,
say that again.
It's not about the size of the dog, it's about the size of the fight in the dog. So as long as you're ready to rumble in the jungle and show them your muscles and your godliness, whether you're a goddess or a god, then anything can be manifested, anything can be brought to life, anything can be brought to light. You just gotta be productive. Don't let your momentum stop. Don't let others deteriorate your ideal of success, your theory of what it is, and your mission that you're on. Because let's be real, a lot of these people who try to talk you down off the limb, they don't got a goddamn thing even going.
They don't understand even what you're trying to pursue, man. So sometimes you just gotta be, by yourself. For many artists, bro, many intelligent people, and this is a fact, many artists, many producers, they like to be alone, because not a lot of people out there try to understand your vision, or like even when you try to speak on it, a lot of people try to shut it down, or like try to blow your shine out, you know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of artists try to be by themselves, and we learn to be by ourselves. Like personally for me, man, I enjoy my loneliness, man. I enjoy my time by myself. You learn to enjoy that time because
it helps you find you.
It helps you find you, and
yourself.
You just got to do it anyways. Because you cannot be bored by yourself if you want to be an artist, bro. Because you're going to be spending hours on end painting. You can't be bored being by yourself. You got to learn how to love being by yourself.
Love yourself. That's the main key. That's the main key to what B said. It's a part of loving yourself. Learning to love the small things of life. Learning to appreciate your isolation and your intuition speaking to you. Like if you go to B's channel, how he set the camera up and do his self-paintings by himself, jamming his music in his own element. Then he take it from there and have a little mukbang in between with you. Then take it back to the painting.
Yes, sir.
That's him being himself.
Me being myself, my own ideas.
And there's nothing better than being your true self.
Right.
Because that's what makes you an artist, being your true self.
And talking about being your true self, man, if you haven't watched the previous episode, we're talking about being original. Go watch that too.
Originals versus carbon copy.
Original versus carbon copy.
Yeah. So everything, once again, is supplement. It's an element of divineness. It helps you reach your higher self, your higher purpose, and in all actuality, it helps you become a better person overall. So, yeah, B, let them know.
Son, man, like we said, man, the main purpose to this podcast that we're having here, man, is to, uplift our audience, our family, and, show you guys how to be, better selves and, just bring you up and, shit.
We don't have all the answers.
We don't have all the answers.
And you don't have to agree with everything we're saying. I'm going to always try to drop a disclaimer. And if I forget to, just know you heard it in this video.
Yeah.
You heard it in the previous video. But what we are doing is building dialogue. We're building a conversation piece that we can actually branch off of. And it can grow roots. Because it's something, what we're saying has supplements to it. It has substance to it. It can feed the village. It can sow a seed that can sprout into the masses of the majority of the newcomers of the next generation. You know?
Yes, sir. And when we're talking to you guys, we're also talking to ourselves, man.
Most definitely.
So, yeah, man, this is basically what we wanted to talk about. Productivity versus procrastination. And we just hope you guys took something from this. I hope you guys learned something from this, man. And yeah, man.
Hey. Episode. Hey, with my little bro B.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we appreciate everybody that's been tuning in.
Appreciate
just organically, the previous episode, no, it's not even the previous. The previous one pushing close to 100 already.
Yeah.
Last I checked, it was at about 60.
Yeah.
The other one is at 100, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, these are organic numbers. B has a nice following on his channel. I'm getting my channel back to going. I got about 17, almost 20 views on that one. And but it's all organic. I'm not asking for subscribers. We're not begging, but we appreciate everybody who has been supporting it. It's pure fuckery, but it's all about, cleaning up our bullshit.
Yes,
and that's the reason why we call it that, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of Pure Fuckery.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
It's been your boy, Sire Scrooge, a.k.a. Earl Dubsowitz asshole.
And this your boy, all-around Brian M. Brian Mungari. Hey, as always, don't forget, man, sip your water, stay hydrated, stay healthy.
And like, share, subscribe, comment, interact.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
Hey, man, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this video. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Hey, we love y'all, man.